Hi, I'm
Hello.
Kathy, and this is James, my husband.
Hi.
We are welcoming you to this first session for Family Life Institute. We are the directors of an organization, a nonprofit that we've had for several years now, and we want to put information out to the world to let them know that you can have a good relationship. It's not difficult, it's not rocket science. It is simple, but you have to have some components that will help it stay good. We've had it for almost 50 years now. Come June, we will have been married 50 years, and it's been a pleasure. It's been a joy. It's been an experience that we have taken pride in, because we've done something that a lot of people can't do or won't do but need to do. So what we want to do is share some tips and maybe a few indications of what that looks like. We're going to share with you how you can have a healthy relationship, how you can communicate effectively. And if there is conflict, how do you do that in a way that doesn't damage the relationship and hurt the other person? So this is Mr. James. I like to call him Daddy, and that's just what I do. He calls me Babe, so
This
that's
is
who we
my
are.
best friend.
Yeah, mine too. So anyway, I'm
My
gonna.
buddy.
Okay, all right. So anyway, we're going to let them know.
Okay, well, just so you know, we've been doing relationship education. We're certified in several curriculums. We've been doing relationship education and training for over 30 years. And so we've been doing that. We're part of an organization that gets grants and does relationship education. And so while we're not psychologists or psychiatrists or professors or doctors, what we bring to the table is the benefit of 30 years of just relationship work, certification in about 11 different curriculums, and 50 years of experience. That's what we bring to the table.
Right.
If you can benefit from some of our experiences, we'd love to be able to see that happen for you. And so as we get started here today, what we want to talk about is a concept in the beginning before we get into relationship stuff. We want to talk about some life coach skills. So the first thing we want to talk about today is this concept of what I like to call a intentionality triangle. Now, you have to imagine in your mind that this triangle is you. And the triangle is divided into 3 sections. So there's a foundation section, there's a middle section, and then there is a pointed section. So as we start this process, we're going to be continually, as we go through this, relating and referring back to this triangle. That's why I want to start here. In the triangle, at the foundation level, there's this concept. Well, let me just state them in all 3 and then come back to them. The first one is willful. The second one is conscious. And the third concept is effort. So willful, conscious, effort. So let's break that up. The first level, which is the foundation of who you are, is we have to become willful. So I and you should purpose to become willful. We'll get into that a little bit more, but just understand, we have to purpose to become willful. Now, the second level of our triangle is this concept called conscious. And what that means to you and to me is that we have to, as individual persons, to become committed to become conscious. Committed to be conscious. Most of the time people go through relationships and they're not conscious of what they're doing,
Right.
not conscious of the damage that they're creating,
Right,
not conscious of the things that are happening in their relationships.
Just saying things, doing things, feeling certain ways.
Right, right. So the discipline is to become conscious, committed to become conscious of the person or people around me.
Okay.
And then the point of your triangle, the one that you point at people, has to do with effort. And it's called appropriate, skillful effort. That is the discipline. Appropriate, skillful effort. We have another person in the room with us. It's called Grandfather Clock. Grandfather Clock always wants to say, whenever we're recording, I love you.
And I'm in the room.
And I'm in the house.
You better recognize.
So grandfather is saying, recognize that I love you and I'm in the house.
Yes. Thank you, Grandfather.
Thank you, grandfather. Okay, so willful, conscious effort. Purpose to be willful, committed to be conscious, and appropriate, skillful effort is the discipline.
Okay.
What does all of that mean? Okay, thank you for asking. At the bottom, purpose to be willful. Every human adult needs a parent. Just like every child needs a parent.
Oh, yes.
Every human adult needs a personal parent. And your parent has to become your will. Your will has to parent the rest of you. Have you ever seen a child
Oh, my goodness.
in a grocery store
Oh, my goodness.
running wild
Oh, my goodness.
where the parent isn't present?
Or they're oblivious.
They're busy talking to somebody and the child is just going,
Nuts.
yeah. What's the first thing come to your mind?
Where is your mother?
Where is your mother? As adults, we need a personal parent on the inside of us to help us control our emotions. Because our emotions can run wild like the child in the store. Purpose to be willful.
Yes.
In other words, have a parent. The second level of that triangle is this concept, committed to become conscious. Conscious of what? Three things that we really need to be conscious of. The first one is conscious of my purpose. Why am I here? Why am I on earth? Not just if I'm in the store, why am I in the store? You know why you're in the store. You were there to buy something. But why am I here on earth?
Right, right. That's important.
It's important. Why are we here? And more directly, why are you here? Why am I here?
Because if you don't know your purpose, you'll be frustrated throughout your lifetime. Like, what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to be? Who am I? Why am I?
In fact, Miles Monroe said it. He said, when purpose is not known, abuse is
It's
inevitable. If you don't know your purpose, you will abuse your life. What you and I need to understand is that your relationships are not neutral. That means they're not separate from everybody else. Everybody when you're in relationship, the people that are connected to you and connected to that person that you are in relationship with are affected by your relationship. So if you abuse each other, you affect other people that's connected to you. Your relationship is not neutral. You don't get to say, it's just me, I'll do what I want to do and I'm out my own. You don't get to say that. Other people are affected by your relationship.
And when it's not a healthy relationship, it makes people that love you very uncomfortable. It makes them feel sad or even angry if one of the parties is abusing the other. And we're not talking physically, although sometimes that does happen. We pray that that is not the case, but we can abuse one another with our language, with our mouth, saying the wrong things, saying things that we don't think about before we actually put it out there. Because once you put it out there, it's out there.
We tell people all the time, once you say things, it's out there. It may take you 20 years to fix that. So be careful what you say. Okay, so committed to be conscious means be conscious of purpose. Become conscious of people. In other words, we have to develop this concept called empathy. What is it like to be you when you're around me? Empathy. I need to be conscious of you. And the other one is to be conscious of potential possibility. In other words, wherever there's an opportunity for me, I need to be aware of that opportunity and to be able to take that opportunity, take advantage of the opportunity, which leads us to the top of the triangle where we point ourselves, which is called appropriate, skillful effort. In other words, you and I have to develop the skill to become appropriate in the skill that we use and discipline ourselves to put forth an effort that's going to accomplish what we're trying to do.
Right. Think about what you're saying. Think about your words, your actions, even your facial expressions can say a lot.
Right. So it's really important to have appropriate, skillful effort. Okay, so 3 concepts in this triangle. Become willful. I purpose to be willful. To become conscious. I am committed to become conscious of people, purpose, and possible opportunities. And effort. Appropriate, skillful effort. That's the discipline that I have to develop as a person in order to become effective in how I interact with another person in the relationships that we have. My responsibility as a person is to become willful. In other words, I control my emotions.
Right.
I parent them. I don't just say stuff just because I feel stuff. I don't just say stuff because I see stuff. You ever heard that? I got to say it now. Well, no, you don't. Okay, you ain't got to say it now. Purpose to be willful. In other words, parent your emotions.
Yes.
Don't say stuff just because you're upset. Ooh, boy. Okay. So then,
walk away.
Yes.
Walk
And then the last concept is I point myself to a direction to act in an appropriate, skillful way. Disciplined action. Disciplined action. This is the way my mama did it. This is the way my daddy did it. This is the way I know how to do it. Well, if it's not working, stop doing it.
There you go.
Stop doing stuff that don't work. Boy, I got a little shoulder ache there.
That'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I think that's where we'll want to just kind of stop right there, or do you want to add into it?
No.
Okay,
No.
so that's where we are, and let's stop right here, and the next time we will pick up, let's take that triangle, which is you, and put you inside of a frame, so we know where we can reference the rest of our relationships from. Until next time.
This is James and Kathy with Family Life Institute. And if you'd like to contact us or if you'd like to call us, we have a number that you can do so. The number is 909-999-LIFE. And for those of you that need the numbers, that's 5433. And you can email us, not email, but go to our website, and that's iefamilylifeinstitute.com. Again, this may have been a lot of information, but hopefully you got it. And if you didn't get it, but you want it, contact us at 909-999-LIFE or 5433. And you can go to our website, learn more about who we are and what we do and how we teach. And that website address is iefamilylifeinstitute.com. Until next time, stay in good relationships with one another. It's important.
Yes. Life is too important to do without skills. Thank you.